The Right Side with Doug Billings.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the set of my show, The Right Side. Just a few minutes here with you tonight. I want to talk about President Trump, who just held one of the most powerful news conferences of his second term. And the message was crystal clear. Operation Epic Fury is not only succeeding, it's ahead of schedule. Trump stood at that podium tonight and laid it out with that signature confidence. Iran's military is decimated, their command structure shattered, their missiles, their drone capabilities reduced to rubble, and the regime's ability to threaten the civilized world is collapsing faster than anyone predicted. This is typical Trump winning. And people who claimed to have been in the MAGA movement, who are all aflutter and clutching their pearls about, oh my God, Trump has betrayed the MAGA movement. This is not America first. I'm going to explain exactly why you're wrong. You're welcome back into the fold, but you got to leave Kookville behind, ladies and gentlemen. The mullahs who spent 47 years exporting terror they're now staring at the end of their apocalyptic nightmare. And Trump made it happen with precision, with strength, and with zero endless occupation in a matter of a few days. But here's what the headline chasers, the so-called MAGA influencers out there, are deliberately ignoring. Or maybe they're not ignoring it. They know this to be true, but they would rather chase clicks than credibility. This operation is doing something even bigger for America on the global stage. It's dramatically weakening one of America's chief adversaries, China, in ways that they never saw it coming and in ways that the American media and the influencer class never saw coming. You saw it here, didn't you? You heard me talk about this weeks ago. So let's connect the dots with simple, cold, hard facts. Iran was a critical oil supplier to China. China relied on Iranian crude for about 1.82 million barrels a day. It's about 12% of its imports, hundreds of thousands of barrels millions of barrels every single day. Kept their factories running, their economy from total stagnation, and with Epic Fury taking out refineries, export terminals, and the regime's ability to pump and ship that oil, those supplies have been cut off almost overnight. China's now scrambling, right, for replacement barrels at a much higher price on the open market, prices that are driven up by the very instability that Trump just created on purpose. Now, Trump tries to ease it when he can. He's letting Russia sell a little bit of oil to Turkey because he doesn't want the entire world to suffer. He's got to curb some of it, but that's a temporary relaxation of sanctions. It's temporary. Went into effect March 5th. It'll stop on April 5th. So the China economy, already teetering from real estate crashes and demographic collapse, just took another massive hit, a brilliant, massive hit. In this game, Trump is winning. Factories are slowing down over there, closing down. Energy costs are spiking. And Beijing's leverage in the world is shrinking by the hour. Russia's in even worse shape. They lost a key partner in dodging sanctions. Now they face higher costs for their own energy exports. Venezuela, for example. Their economy in Russia, it's hollowed out by war spending in the Ukraine. And it's feeling the squeeze that the exact moment Trump started Epic Fury, it exacerbated all of that for Russia. Now, Trump had a great phone call, he said, with Putin today. Putin is over there understanding exactly that he's met his match in Trump. They can't afford this in Russia. And it doesn't stop there. You add, in the loss of Venezuela oil, thanks to Trump's decisive action over there that removed Maduro, opened the door for American partnerships with Venezuelan oil. And so both China and Russia have lost two major energy lifelines in a matter of weeks. Their importance, China and Russia, on the world stage is practically gone. They're no longer the indispensable players that they pretend to be. So their ability to prop up anti-American regimes is evaporating. Their economies are taking body blows while America surges forward. President Trump said it plainly tonight. When the United States locks in a working partnership with that new leadership in Iran, and that oil starts flowing again on America's terms, our energy triumph is going to be complete. Now, I'm not talking about the current supreme leader. I'll get to him in a minute. But we are going to dominate global energy markets like never before. American families will enjoy lower prices long term. For the conservatives out there in the audience, I understand that you get me when I say we understand what adversity, challenge, and tragedy are, and we work our way through those things. Short-term pain, long-term gain. American businesses are going to thrive. Our strategic adversaries are going to be left begging for scraps. And so let's be very clear on the leadership of Iran, and a message that Trump drove home tonight. Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the dead supreme leader, the regime just installed him as the so-called new supreme leader. He's not going to remain in power, much less alive. Trump made it unmistakable. Now, he didn't come out and say that he's got a target on his back, but America and Israel are not going to accept or legitimize another mullah puppet. Neither will any other country in the region or in most of the world. The era of apocalyptic rule in Iran is over. One way or another, it's over. Trump's not negotiating with terrorists, or their heirs. He's demanding real change, and he's the leverage to get it. Meanwhile, look at Cuba. Once a proud, outpost, albeit a communist one, but even before Castro, beautiful country, beautifully thriving economy. Now it's in total economic and humanitarian freefall. Blackouts, empty shelves, desperate people fleeing by any means possible, poor health care. Trump's strategies, cutting off the flow of cash, energy, and ideological support that kept these dictators afloat, they've exposed the bankruptcy of socialism in real time. Cuba, Venezuela, Iran. The axis of anti-American misery is crumbling because one president finally put America first and refused to keep subsidizing our enemies. And so, yes, everything that's been going on in recent weeks and months is America first. I've seen lots of people get seduced by headlines. Trump has, betrayed the MAGA movement. He's no longer America first. Let's get some more clicks by posting that. Everything Trump has done is America first. And this all that I'm talking about tonight proves it. Evidence of the obvious is sufficient. So I know there's still influencers out there screaming headlines, claiming Trump has betrayed America first. I know you're still out there. They see the short-term headlines. They chase the clicks. They completely miss the masterpiece that's unfolding in front of them. Iran's never going to surrender. Well, friends, that's BS. Iran will surrender. You can count on it. How many times have those people who doubted Trump, said that he's going to fail, have all been proven wrong? Not just in this case, but in many, many, many others. If people would simply take the time to look beyond the out-of-text and context sound bites and the panic porn that they see out there, they would see that the truth is staring them in the face. President Trump is solidly demonstrating America first, like never before. It's powerfully America first what he's doing. He's weakening China and Russia without sending American troops into another quagmire. He's securing our energy future for generations to come. He's not leaving this problem for another president to handle. He's dismantling terror networks abroad while crushing cartels and securing elections at home. He's showing the world that strength brings peace and prosperity, not weakness and endless tribute. That's not betrayal, ladies and gentlemen. I know that you true conservatives out there get this. I know that you do. There are so many kooks, so many click chasers, clickbait fishermen, fishing for the next clickbait because they monetize their channels according to how many clicks they get. This is the fulfillment of the promise that millions of Americans voted for. Epic fury, ahead of schedule, adversaries reeling, America rising. That is America first in action. President Trump's not backing down. He's delivering, ladies and gentlemen, and the results are already changing the world for the better. Real patriots see it. The headline addicts and the click chasers, they probably never will. They'll always be out there. You've got to be able to understand that you can't let yourself be seduced by a headline Seek out the truth, and you can find it at The Right Side with Doug Billings. Stay strong out there. Stay focused. Let's keep putting America first. If you want more truth like this, if you want the real contextual truth about what's going on within the state of play in America, follow me on YouTube. Head over there. Search me out at The Right Side, Doug Billings on YouTube. It's free to subscribe. I would never charge you for this. At The Right Side, Doug Billings on YouTube. It's The Right Side, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being part of the most intellectually mature audience in all of Radioland. And check me out every Monday through Friday, noon to 2 o'clock Central Time on the Real Talk Radio Network. We're in this thing together, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it. For the Republic. Cheers.
The Right Side with Doug Billings.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the set of my show, Doug Billings. Hey, my good friends at EMP Shield, that's electromagnetic pulse, in case you're from Raytown, Missouri. Electromagnetic pulse could wipe out your home electrical system, could wipe out your vehicle. And thanks to the radical liberal agenda that was put forth under Administrator Biden and Vice Pretender Harris, there are lots of people in this country who want to do us harm. And maybe an EMP device would be their chosen weapon. But EMP Shield gives you a device that can protect you. This little baby here goes on your home outlets, a computer, a router, whatever you want to protect. And then they also have a larger model like this. You can still hold it in the palm of your hand that goes on your vehicle battery so that you can get out of trouble from point A to point B. EMPshield.com. Promo code Doug, ladies and gentlemen. Save yourself. Save your property. EMPshield.com. Promo code Doug. We're in this together, folks. Believe it. For the Republic. Cheers.
The Right Side with Doug Billings.